New details has emerged as it relates to the accident that killed Jesse Ripple Primary School principal and his wife in the United States. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV
Welcome
News
to
Report,
Links double oh
and we'll
07
be right back
TV
with the
News
updated
Report,
report to come.
providing you with the best in local and international news updates. This is a place where you can get the most reliable and informative news information. Links 007 TV News Report.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. This is Links 007 TV News Report. The Jesse Ripple Primary School is mourning the loss of its principal O'Neill Stevens and his wife, Camesha Lindsay Stevens, who died in a motor vehicle crash on a highway in the United States on Friday. The Roman Catholic Archbishop of Kingston, Kenneth Richards, has expressed sadness. A very unnerving and tragic news of the unfortunate demise of Mr. Stevens and his wife and their children there to witness it all, he noted. He said that the church is moving to support staff members and students as best as they can. Official details on the crash are limited, but it is understood based on preliminary reports. The incident happened on a highway while Mr. Stevens was reportedly responding to a problem with his vehicle. It's further reported that the car was given some mechanical problems and they stopped on the highway, pulled off to the side of the road. The wife came out after the husband came out and a car just ran into them. They were subsequently rushed to hospital but succumbed to their injuries. The education sector is reeling over the passing of the beloved primary school principal, Mr. O'Neill Stevens, whose death the Education Ministry says is a profound loss to the nation. Mr. Stevens, who led the Kingston-based Jesse Ripple Primary School, and his wife, Camesha Lindsay Stevens, were killed in a motor vehicle crash on a highway in South Carolina on Friday. They had just completed their vacation with their two daughters and were preparing to return to Jamaica for school on Monday. Education Minister Senator Dr. Donna Morris Dixon says that Stevens was more than an exemplary leader. He was a beacon of inspiration and dedication. The ministry has deployed trauma and grief counseling teams to support staff and students when they return to school on January 7th, a one-day delay to the start of classes at the Roman Catholic institution. Dr. Mark Simit, president of the Jamaica Teachers Association, also described the tragedy as a significant blow to the Jamaican education sector.
This morning, the Jamaica Teachers Association is grieving the loss of a true stalwart, a friend, colleague, a really dynamic principal. And I pray for the Jesse Ripple Primary School family at this time, as well as his colleagues, friends, and other members of the family who are going through what I can only imagine is an intense degree of shock and grief. We're really saddened by the news that O'Neill and his wife succumbed to injuries sustained in a car accident in the United States. I am heartened by the news that his children, who were also in the motor vehicle, are still alive, although in critical condition. We ask that we continue to pray for them as they are battling for their lives in the hospital. And on behalf of the Jamaica Teachers Association, I extend profound condolences to his immediate family, the Jesse Ripple school community. The community was greatly loved by not only the students, but the teachers, the parents, and the wider community. And this has really been a huge shock to the system. Anybody said that to know this gentleman is to have a profound level of respect for him and the work that he and his team would have done together. And so just leading up to the reopening of school in the new year, this will of course create quite a bit of a destabilizing impact on the school, but I trust that the Board of Management, working with the various leaders within the school, will have to step up to the plate and help to stabilize things. I am being advised that school be closed on Monday, and I pray for the new leadership to help to stabilize things, because this profound sense of grief that the school has been plunged into. But we continue to monitor the situation. It's still very early, and so we continue to provide whatever support that we can as an association, and ask that all those that are in a place that permits them to support the surviving family and friends, that they do so. And we continue to unite around the Jesse Paul family, school family at this time, and around O'Neill and his wife's family also, because she also passed in the motor vehicle collision. Thank you.
Moody Benbow has confirmed that classes will not resume at the South Camp Road Base School until Tuesday, January the 7th. In a letter to parents and also members of the school community, it read, "It is with profound sadness and a heavy heart that I write to inform you of the tragic passing of our beloved principal, Mr. O'Neill Stevens, and his wife, Mrs. Camesha Lindsay Stevens. They were involved in a fatal accident on January the 3rd, 2015, and despite the efforts of emergency personnel, their lives were sadly lost. Mr. Stevens was more than an exemplary leader. He was a beacon of inspiration and dedication. His vision for excellence in education and his unwavering commitment to the holistic development of our students left an indelible mark on our school community. Alongside him, Mrs. Stevens was a supportive partner and a cherished presence in our extended family, always contributing with grace and generosity. We know this news will deeply affect all of us, students, parents, teachers, and staff alike. During this challenging time, we encourage everyone to lean on each other for support. The ministry will be providing support, as well as counselors will be made available at the school to provide guidance and comfort to those in need. As they come to terms with this loss, let us honor their memory by continuing to uphold the values and principles they champion. Please keep their daughters and the family and loved ones in your thoughts and prayers during this period of unimaginable grief. If you need additional support, do not hesitate to reach out to the school administration. May we all find the strength in unity as we navigate this heartbreaking time together, the Vice Principal wrote. Links 007 TV will continue to track this story and have more details to come on this in a later newscast. This has been Links 007 TV News Report. Thanks for watching.